Hello, this is Rachel and Dan and Allie in the other room from Primal for Life. And we're making another recipe for our dinner tonight from the OMG That's Paleo book by Julie Bauer, who is from paleoomg.com. And the recipe we're doing is coffee marinated steak fajitas. So what I did this morning was I did the marinade. And as you can see, we have our steak in here marinating. So that was, for the marinade, you need brewed coffee, coconut aminos, which we use the Coconut Secret raw coconut aminos, white wine vinegar, and instead of white wine vinegar, I substituted, and we're going to be using the Coconut Secret raw coconut vinegar, chili powder, and salt. And I also substituted chili powder with paleo powder. We were actually out of chili powder and I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And then I remembered that we had this awesome product as well. So we have been marinating our steak all day. It's a sirloin steak. And then the next step we're moving on to is the rub. So in here we have some ground coffee, and we use decaf because both of us have issues with caffeine and we'd be up late, even though Julian Bakery has some phenomenal paleo espresso products as well, which we do have and enjoy from time to time, but not at night. So we just have some decaf coffee in here that's ground, cinnamon, cumin, smoked paprika, and then salt and pepper. And then the salt that we use is the Sunfood Superfoods Fine Himalayan Crystal Salt. So all these products that we used in going towards this recipe, and the recipe itself from this awesome cookbook is available for purchase at julianbakery.com. So Dan, do you want to start telling folks about these products while I get our meat, the rub on our meat?
Sure, Rachel. So we have paleo powder, a great blend of spices and some salt. Goes great on proteins, veggies, and I forget what else we've used it on, but I think I put it on cookies before. I like anything spicy, so this works. It tastes great, and it has no MSG, no gluten. Then we have the two Coconut Secret products. Personally, I would pick up all four of the Coconut Secret products from julianbakery.com in their paleo section. They are the best way to replace non-paleo items. So you got, regular vinegar, upgrade to coconut vinegar. You have soy sauce, upgrade to coconut aminos. Tastes just like it, way healthier. We got the coconut crystals instead of sugar, and coconut nectar instead of agave nectar. And finally, the Sunfood Himalayan Crystal Salt has 84 trace minerals, I think it is. 84 trace minerals. Tons of health benefits. We are slowly just ditching even the Celtic. We're going Himalayan. This is the ultimate stuff. It's been around under. If I stand corrected, I think they've been under tectonic plates for like 250 million years or something like that. So it's been around. And it's been covered up from the pollution and all the harmful environmental factors. So it's like virgin salt. All right. Cool.
So now the next step is to get the meat cooking in the fajita portion. So the recipe calls for a poblano pepper, which I think are really spicy. So
kind of.
I opted not to do that. So we have a mixture here of, as you can see, yellow, orange, red, and green peppers. And they're just bell peppers. And then we also have here sliced red onion. But before we get this in the pan, what I have started over here in our cast iron skillet is to get the steak going. And it said to use bacon fat, so I had some reserved bacon fat, so we're just using that. But, a lot of other times what we do in cooking as an alternative to coconut oil or olive oil is paleo butter. So just to give you another suggestion, but today I figured I'll follow the recipe at this end at least and use the bacon fat. So we're getting this bacon fat all melted on here. And then we're going to throw in our steak on this pan. And then on the other one, again, more bacon fat, we're going to get our onions and pepper saute in. So here we're going to put our steak in, and you want to cook it on each side. You only want to flip it once. Depends, the time on how long you cook on each side totally depends on the thickness of your steak. You don't want to fully overcook it because you're going to slice it and then put it back in with the veggies. So I'm thinking we're probably going to go maybe 5 minutes on each side based on the thickness. And here you can see our sirloin steak with the rub on it, ready to go in. So we're going to just get this all melted, get it hot enough so we can get a nice sear on that steak. And like I said, start sauteing the veggies as well. All right, so we got our peppers, onions, sauteing up in here, and we flipped our steak once.
Very foggy.
Oh, a lot of heat going on here. Flipped our steak once. It's got a couple more minutes on that side, and then we're going to take it out, let it rest for 5 minutes to keep all those awesome juices in there, and then we're going to finish up our peppers and incorporate the steak in there after we slice it. So we'll be back. All right, our steak's been resting, our peppers are cooked, and we're going to start slicing this up.
Too hard.
Wow, dug into my cutting board there. Guess the knife's pretty good, huh? Oh, that looks awesome. It's going to cook a little bit more when we throw it in with the peppers, so I didn't want to overcook it. And Dan and I definitely like our meat medium rare. So get this all sliced up. We're almost done here. We've also made some homemade guac to go with this.
I don't like that.
You will.
We use the Himalayan sea salt in there too. Just your basic guac. Cut up some tomatoes. My arm's starting to hurt. Dan should have been cutting the meat.
I worked out today.
Yeah.
It was only mixed up avocado. That's how you make it.
Yummy.
Yes, but there's lime juice and cilantro and garlic, and Daddy always has to
I
add
like
some
garlic because I have
spices.
Paleo powder.
because I had garlic bread today, and I tried garlic pretzels.
Sweet.
Okay, we're getting this added. As you can tell, Allie doesn't always eat paleo, especially at daycare. So get that added. We're gonna stir it up. Get it a little, heated because it's been resting a little bit, but you don't want to overcook it because it's gonna make the meat really tough, and definitely don't want that.
And
So
then not medium rare.
right, so incorporate it there with the peppers a little bit. Let it cook for a few seconds, and then we are gonna add the juice of 2 limes. You only want to heat that up for a few seconds, and then you also want the juice of a half of the lemon. So now this looks good. We're gonna pour this over, stir that up. Season with salt and pepper, which in here we have that Himalayan salt that we talked about. Dan and I also like our food really salty.
I used to avoid salt completely, and I would get kind of irate if people even put salt in the food when they were prepping it. Nowadays, when I've learned how much like the Celtic and the especially Himalayan salt is actually beneficial for you, load it up. My calf cramps are better. So anybody that's switched to paleo and you get calf cramps, load up on some Himalayan salt, and they'll probably start going away.
All right, so it looks like we're ready to eat, Dan. Look at that nice caramelization. Awesome. And meat's still looking really awesome, so we're gonna chow into this, guys.
Make sure you check out julianbakery.com/paleo for all the products that we mentioned in here, and make sure you stock up on your coconut and almond paleo bread. All right, folks, have a wonderful day.